Ladies, young ladies, do not be confused by the confusion, okay? The things that I am hearing is just crazy and ridiculous because it's like, once again, some people want to have their cake and eat it too. Some of these manosphere, red pill or whatever, blue pill or whatever you want to call it, people, they're telling you that you should not have a waiting period, okay? Which doesn't make any sense because even if you go and start a job or anything, there's a vetting period. And pretty much any and everything that you do, if you go to the bank to try to get a loan, they are going to vet you. Okay. But because a man is considered quote unquote high value, that means that he should have access to you whenever he wants. And that is not so. That is just not so. Because if you're always valuing someone else, and putting their value ahead of yours, then what is your value? And it just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, when I hear people say, oh, well, what's your body count? You know, and then they turn around and say, why are you making a man wait? It doesn't matter if he's high value or not. What is your value? Do you know your value? No, don't let anybody rush you or push you or force you into doing anything that you don't feel is right and that you are ready for. It doesn't matter, you know, what they say they are, their stances or their position is in society. How are you going to feel after you do something that you don't want to do or that you made up your mind not to do just to try to appease or satisfy someone else? Why? Why do that to yourself? So again, the confusion comes in when they say, don't make a high value man wait because he can go and get it from somewhere else. So again, that's that fear tactic of making you feel like, oh, you have to do this or he's going to go to someone else and get it. Well, he's going to do that anyway. He's going to do that sometimes whether he likes you or not. Even if a man likes you and you give him what he wants, he's still probably going to go out there and see if there's something better. Even if he does like you and you were good or whatever the case may be. And you can't really put a title or a tag or a time on that. You can't put a value on that. That value is determined by you and you only. So don't let anyone or all of these talking points get to you, young ladies. Hold your head up. And even if you're not a young lady, if you're an older lady, a more mature lady, you know, even sometimes they'll tell you, oh, you're 30 years old, you're 35 years old, you're 45 years old, you're not a virgin. What are you waiting for? Okay, so we can't have standards just because we've already done something. We can't have standards the older we get. Isn't it supposed to be the older you get, the more you should learn and you should want to do better and you should actually be doing better? So why do you have to let all of these people up in your space, in your body, in your temple, if you're also supposed to, at the same time, simultaneously be keeping your body count down? You can't do both. So these men are confused and they're confusing you, and you should not allow them to. If you give a man what he wants and you're not in a relationship, it's going to be your fault. If you don't give him what he wants, it's still going to be your fault. So at least get in a committed relationship first before you go down that route and give yourself to someone. And it's not something you can take back. You can't take back giving yourself intimately to someone. If you go on 50 first dates and all of those first dates expect you to have sex with them because they bought you dinner, you're going to have a problem and a high body count. Even if you go on 5 dates with 5 high value men and eventually you don't end up with any of them, you're going to be increasing your body count. So at least get yourself into a situation that you want to be in and get some type of commitment. I want to thank you all for listening. Let me know your questions, comments, and concerns.